Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables, coming back with another video. I'm not happy, everybody. I am not happy at all. And I'm making a video right now, not for fun, okay? I'm not making a video for fun. I'm not making a video, to talk about, what things to go for in the market. I'm not making this video to talk about, bright stuff around the corner for Veve, top 10 lists, any of that stuff, okay? This is a rant. And I had to say something. I had to say something today, and I wanted to make this video to put it out there to just tell everybody how I'm thinking, how I'm feeling. This has to be said. And I'm going to get into it in just a sec, but it's about today's drop, this Doctor Strange drop. I am not happy about what's going on right now and what happened. I'm not happy at two different groups. I'm not happy at Veve right now for this drop, and I'm not happy at some of these people in the marketplace. And I got to lay it out. And now you can listen to this if you want. I don't mind. You comment down below if you like. That's great too. Let's get the conversation going, I guess. But I don't really need to hear other people's points of view, to be honest. I'm just going to tell you what I think. This drop today was brutal, all right? It was an absolute fail by Veve. And I love Veve, everybody. And Veve, if you're watching this, anybody from Veve watching this, I love you. I'm making videos for you all the time and for myself. I love the app. I'm in it long term. I'm not going to go away. I'm not changing, my opinion about Veve. But this drop was brutal and it needs to be said, all right? There's a couple reasons why this drop was brutal. Number one, the price point was way too high. 70 gems. I mean, it's pretty clear that people want nothing to do with that level of pricing right now in the current marketplace for this particular collectible. And that is an epic fail. And Veve, you need to hear that. If no one's going to say it, I'm going to say it because it was an epic fail. It got promoted on Marvel.com or whatever. And this is what happens. Nobody's buying it. It's still for sale in the market right now. All right. This is not good. This is not a good look. And there's another thing that I'm really pissed about too, everybody. These people who went for the drop at 70 gems and they're turning around and dumping it, the common and the uncommon or whatever, because they didn't get the secret rare. They're dumping it for like 80% below retail. What are you doing? Honestly, this is just so annoying and upsetting, and it pisses me off in so many levels, and I just have to talk about it. I mean, let's get into it, all right? So Veve, like I said, bad decision to make this 70 gems. You got to do better, all right? You got to step your game up here. There's a movie coming out in a few days, Doctor Strange, that is absolutely going to be amazing. I'm super psyched about it, over the moon. Tons of people are. You come out with a drop that promotes the movie that has, you put it on Marvel.com and then you put it at 70 gems. All right? Nobody is paying that kind of money for this or that kind of gems for this. You got to know better. You got to look at your marketplace and you got to price these things better. The Disney drop that came a few days ago, with the villains and all that, that was a really great price level. That was great. Okay, 20 gems or whatever. I'm not saying that this one should have been 20 gems, but 70, I mean, honestly, brutal, you guys. Come on. You got to do better than that. And now what has happened, which has even pissed me off even more, is that these people who go for these secret rares, the strategy, the bot strategy, and I'm going to get into this in just a sec and talk about what this strategy is and how people are failing at Veve right now. You are failing at the game if you're doing this strategy right now because, let me just get into it. Okay? People are dumping because they didn't get the secret rare, which is not even going for that much. It's going for like 110, 120 or whatever. So it's not even that much of a profit if you land one. People are gambling for it, and then when they don't get it, they're ditching the other two for next to nothing, completely tanking the collectible, completely ruining the reputation of Veve, completely destroying anybody's potential, fun for even wanting to go for this drop. I mean, that is brutal as well. And I'm going to get into that in just a second. I'm going to talk directly to you people who are doing that because you need to stop. I mean, that strategy is brutal, okay? For the way you're playing it, okay? It's brutal, okay? And believe me, I know the strategy. Okay, I've done it. I go for the comic books the same way. I know it. I'll get into that in just a sec. But Veve, I'm still talking to you. You need to do better. This is not good. The collectible, cool. No problem with the collectible itself. But the price point and the timing Absolutely brutal, and you need to hear that. I hope you're listening because I love you, Veve. I really want this app to succeed, but this is not going to help. Okay, we got promoted on Marvel.com. You put it there or whatever. It got some news, some press, and then this happens where you can't even. It's still not even sold out. People won't even go for it because of what's going on in the market. Absolutely brutal. So that's point one. You need to do better. I'm pissed about that. I really wanted to go for this drop. I love the excitement of getting a drop. I can't even go anywhere near this. And that is wrong. That is wrong for you, Veve. Don't you want my money? I mean, don't you want me to spend money in the app and go for drops? I mean, isn't that the goal here? To sell out? You got to put it at a better price, okay? Because this is happening. Now, I'm now going to talk to the people who are now going for the drop and using this bot strategy without bots, okay? You guys and girls and whoever, you guys are out of your minds, okay? And I'm going to tell you, you need to hear this, all right? You can listen to me if you want. I don't care. You can listen. It doesn't matter. This is just my opinion, but you need to hear this, all right? You are not playing the Veve game properly. You are not playing it right. You're failing at the game, all right? You need to know. The strategy that you're doing right now doesn't work, you guys. This strategy, let me step back a little bit and talk about the strategy about going for secret rares and all that stuff. Now, this was created basically by the bots, all right? The massive people who had all the bot accounts who get like 20 or 30 items on a drop, and they could do this strategy because they'll get 5 or 6 secret rares, 4 or 5 ultra rares, blah, 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 whatever. And then they can ditch the commons because you know what? They'll make all of their money and more on the bigger items that they get because they were getting multiple. We saw it happening in the market. We saw this, okay? They were getting tons, right? And if you're doing the same strategy and you're getting 3 or 4 or maybe even 5, you cannot win. It is a bad strategy and you need to stop. You need to stop doing this. You need to take a time out and sit down on the sidelines. Okay, you need to be benched because you're not playing the game right. And you're hurting the rest of us. You're hurting the marketplace. You're hurting the collectible. You're hurting the brand of Veve. And you're ruining my experience to go for the drop because I won't even go anywhere near these items because of people like you. I mean, you are not playing the game right. You're losing gems. You're selling gems for 80 to 70. You're selling your items for 80 to 70% less than you're buying them for literally 20 minutes later. Like, what are you doing? All right? And someone needs to say it. I'm going to say it to you. Now, you can listen to me or not. That's fine. And if you continue to do this strategy, you're just going to keep losing gems and you're going to lose your position in the app. And guess what? The rest of us are going to buy up your stuff for cheap. And we're not going to go for the drop. So Veve, you got to price your stuff better because this is what's going to happen every single time now until we get MTL and all that stuff. Now, all that stuff is coming and we're all happy I'm stoked about it. I'm stoked about getting, the web app coming this month and MTL's coming and all that kind of stuff, right? Great. Fantastic. But in the meantime, if you are doing this strategy and you're not a bot person getting 20 or 30 items at a time, then you are failing. Now, you could try this one on comic books, okay, because the loss isn't as much. You sell, I was already surprised at people selling comics for like 3 gems and 4 gems, from the retail price of like $6.99. And okay, so you're not losing as much, right? I could see that strategy a bit more. But on a collectible that's 70 gems, you're going to do this strategy and you're going to fail? The secret rare is not even worth that much. Honestly, your strategy needs to be adjusted, everybody who's doing this. And I'm telling you, okay, if people are watching this channel for advice and people are watching this channel for my opinion, this is my opinion. You're failing at the Veve game. Now, there are mobile games out there that I play that I know other people play as well, like mobile video games. And Veve's kind of like that right now because we don't have cash out, so you're buying your gems. There's other games you can buy gems in app and all that, and you play your game. You watch the content creators of those games. They'll tell you the strategies about how to play. They'll tell you what to do, what characters to buy, what characters not to buy, what upgrades to do, and how you spend your money in those mobile games, all right? Now, this is kind of like that scenario, everybody. And if you're doing this strategy and you're getting 2 or 3 on a drop or 4 or 5 and you're going for the secret rare and you're not getting them and you're dumping the rest for 80% off, you are failing at the game. All right? You are not playing Veve properly. And what's worse is you're ruining my experience because I can't go for the drops and everybody else's. You're ruining the collectibles value for people who do get the drop. All right? And it's brutal. You just need to step aside and sit this one out, all right? Reevaluate your strategy. Now, do whatever you want, of course. You don't have to listen to me, right? But I'm telling you what I think. And I'm telling you, I mean, this is the truth. Now, like I said, don't throw at me these arguments, everybody, about, oh, they got their gems for half price or whatever. Okay, I've bought gems off app before. I keep my gems. I don't throw them away, all right? I don't throw, and you shouldn't either. Like, it doesn't matter how much you paid for a gem. If you're going to give half of them away on a drop because you didn't get the secret rare, you're still giving them away. And the bot accounts, they could do this because they were getting secret rares and ultra rares and a bunch of them. You'd see them in the market completely taking over. They would get them all and then they would sell them back to us for high prices. That's where they make their profit. If you're doing this and you're not getting one secret rare and you're ditching the other one, you're just failing at the game. You're not playing it right. All right? So you need to hear that and you can listen to me if you want. So like I said, I'm not happy today. I'm pissed. I never made a rant video before, but if this kind of thing keeps happening, I'll probably make more because I'm going to get more and more choked about it. This is brutal, everybody. Bad on Veve for their drop, okay, and the price level, and brutal on the strategy of some of these people who are playing. You guys need to cash out, honestly. Just cash out, sell all your stuff because you don't understand how to play this game and get ahead. If you think that's what you're doing and you're like going for secret rare and gambling or whatever, then you're not playing the game properly. I'm sorry. You're just not. Now, you can take it or leave it. I don't care. I'm just telling you right now. If you want to comment down below, please do. Go right ahead. Comment down below. But don't come at me with these strategies about, oh, we're buying gems half price and so we can afford to lose them. That is absolute garbage because no matter how much you pay for a gem, you're still giving away those gems and you're hurting the market. You're hurting the app. You're ruining the experience of going for the drops for people like me and other people who really want to get these collectibles and are excited about it. And Veve, you got to pay attention to this because this is brutal. This should not be happening at this level. You got to price your stuff better, especially in this market. I mean, on a drop that's, just as big as this, where we have Doctor Strange is coming up, the biggest movie probably of the year. Epic fail. Epic fail all around, everybody. Anyway. That's my rant. I'll see you in the next video. Happy collecting.